Hi, welcome back, Collective. So, since I've kind of completed all the zodiac sign readings I wanted to do today, I figured let's expand upon the Collective's message. So, let's dive in. Messages for the Collective. Cold moon, interesting energy. Maybe wolves are very important here, the wolf spirit animal. Release, purge, resourcefulness, and nurturing. Okay. Take with thy the dreariest of moments, release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. So maybe you're feeling a lot stronger. You could be releasing things that don't serve you, people pleasing habits, coming into your own power, your own sense of self love. The cold moon is a full moon that occurs in December, like all full moons. It represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have remained hidden. Having a full understanding of your situation allows you to release what has held you back and see resources you may have missed otherwise. So maybe you're really being more resourceful with yourself, nurturing a better relationship to yourself and increasing your health, focusing on your health. Now is not the time to give up. There is support and help for you. So maybe you're calling in your ancestors, calling in spirits, doing different rituals, protective rituals, cleansing rituals, golden light type vibes, right? The cold moon is shining on your spread, guiding you to see how many resources you have. You may need to look at unexpected places that perhaps have escaped your notice until now, or you may need a change in perspective, and one that I think nourishes that kind of wolf kind of power, I think, at this time. Let's see. Or you may need to change perspective. You could be focused on what's wrong rather than seeing additional pathways to success that are available to you now. So this could be regarding where you live and nourishing a sense of contentment and happiness in where you live. So this could be maybe seeing a larger perspective. Maybe you're considering a more abundant wisdom, philosophy, belief system. Maybe you're even considering moving from where you currently live. Let's see, messages for the collective. Maybe a woman with a white dress. Maybe somebody's getting married here as well. Or marriage in general. Rowan in the reverse. Maybe you weren't protecting yourself in the reverse. Rowan is a tree with red berries. So we'll go ahead and read that. It's usually planted in front of a house to protect it. I think it's from Scotland. It's a tradition. 34. Or maybe somebody here likes to watch comedy. Protection, okay. So maybe there's a need to really focus on your protection at this time as well. With success also comes envy, and sad as it might be, there are those who seek to possess what you have. This is true even if you don't feel particularly successful. There are those around you who believe you are better and smarter and have something they don't. The good news is pulling Rowan as you are protected and safe from any forces wishing to move against you. Those who are seeking to bring you harm do not have what it takes to defeat you. Yes, you may need to defend yourself, but you have worked hard for what you have, and you are more than capable of standing your ground. Push back against adversity, knowing that you are supported by the universe in your fight. So there's a real calling in a sense of assertiveness, individualism here with the wolf as well. All will be well, and while it might be challenging, you will emerge from this struggle unharmed. The Rowan card can also mean a new challenge is upon you, and if you are not currently facing obstacles, there might be a delay in a project or an unexpected problem, or new competition may suddenly emerge. You could be thinking about starting a new endeavor in your job as well. There might be competition that you kind of have to beat out. So let's see, messages for the collective. We have altar in the reverse. Let's see, this deck actually does reversals. This is a call to make your practice more personal. There are many tools and resources to help you develop your craft. This Oracle deck is one of these resources. Trust yourself and develop the foundations of your own practice. Seek others for guidance on how you walk your path is your choice and yours alone. The wisdom of the ancients runs in your veins. Try writing your own spells, formulating your own potions, or leading a group ritual. You may even feel called to begin training as a priestess or mentor to other young witches. It's all about the intention, right? Or to dive deeper into your practice. So maybe you're learning about the occult practices, ways to manifest. When you are afraid or overwhelmed, come back to your altar and ask for guidance. The powers that be are waiting to guide you. So maybe there are ancestors that are related to part of your family. Maybe they're just a group of souls that are looking to guide you, and maybe they're waiting for you to kind of call upon them in some kind of sense to welcome their wisdom in, to be receptive to what they want to guide you towards. Maybe there's a need to take solitude, time away, be very individualistic at this time. I'm going to see maybe which zodiac signs this reading applies to. Drinking water, cleansing with water could be important. Pisces, so if you have a moon in Pisces, this could be applicable to you. If you have a Mercury in Taurus, or maybe just Taurus placements in general, it does not apply to Aquarius placements. It might apply to Leo placements. I feel like there's a real sense of needing to pull away from a group of some sort to tap more into your own finances, to your own well-being, to nourish yourself, especially through food at this time, eating good, especially as the seasons begin to change. Our immune system kind of sometimes has trouble keeping up with the eclipse as well today. So maybe it's a good time to kind of ground yourself as well. But I'll get you best advice for the collective. Most important advice for the collective. This could be impacting your mind, your emotions. Maybe dogs are relevant here. Somebody might like dogs. With the Four of Swords here again, a time for rest, a time to kind of pull back maybe from external energies at this time. And we'll see if there's any chakra messages for the collective. Thank you for being here. Messages for the collective. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. Interesting. Limiting beliefs and accept myself. Maybe you're mothering yourself or kind of making sure that you're protected in some sense. Maybe focusing on where you live or how you feel emotionally, being guided based on how safe do you feel in an environment. I honor the power within me. I honor myself. Okay, very interesting, operating from a sense of strength in your emotions and protections and boundaries, especially in regards to your career or give and take dynamics. Love is my guiding truth in life. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. Heart chakra. Interesting. There could be a new start in how you actually give to yourself. How do you prioritize your own finances so that you can operate with others in a healthy way? We have ritual on the bottom of the deck. So again, that could be relevant here. You could be moving through a lot of transitions in your life at this time as well. I'm going to pull a Kali card. Most important advice. So it looks like this deck doesn't really do reversals, but we'll go ahead and see. Maybe there's a need to rebirth out of deep psychological patterns with a new sense of self, a new empowered sense of self with 18 here. With luminous grace, she plays her ways into our heart, softening hardness and despair and awakening the remembrance of light, love, and joy. So that's very interesting how we have this like hardness and despair. Maybe you're seeing like kind of how good you have it in a sense of way. Maybe you were kind of very pessimistic for a long time, and maybe you've gone through something traumatic that's causing you to come more into your sense of self. No matter what you have experienced, your heart shall be cleansed and released from ugliness, sorrow, and pain. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared. Our divine sister goddess invites you to recognize her golden restorative beauty shining within your heart. So maybe you need to do protection rituals, visualizing that golden light emanating out from your chest, from your soul. Cultivate that which is worthy of such beauty, for this is your essential nature. Gracefully release all else with dignity. So, I mean, letting go of things doesn't have to be like a cutting, severing sword. It can just mean moving your attention away from something, protecting what is important. Let's see. The third of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses, Lalita Tripura Sundari, is the divine mother manifesting as light, playfulness, and beauty. In the Shakti Tantra, as the scriptures of the divine feminine, there are two schools. One school celebrates Kali as the primordial origin of the universe. The other worships Lalita as such. Yet there are two faces, but one divine mother. Lalita doesn't compete with Kali. She is ever boon-giving and brightness. Lalita's presence is a reminder to play. Her sadhana or practice asks us to cleanse and heal our minds so we don't become consumed or overwhelmed by the suffering and ugliness happening in our world. Without denying the dark side of human nature, we can look through the inner eye to see what is happening at a spiritual level. If we look at the inner spiritual truth, we will find divine beauty. That is the courage, kindness, selflessness, generosity, love, and strength that humans develop and express in response to their problems. Okay, Lalita is the power to recondition the mind away from agony and into delight. This doesn't require changing the world, but rather seeing it differently. Instead of seeing humanity as victimized, weak, ego-driven, and wounded, we can affirm humanity as a collective of spiritually brave souls willing to incarnate and grow during a challenging time of spiritual obscuration on earth. There is divine beauty in such boldness of spirit. Internally, we shift from despair to awe, changing our chemistry along with our consciousness. That, as that takes place, we begin to vibrate energetically at a higher frequency. Challenges are recognized as means through which blessings are activated. The mindset of the warrior fighting against darkness can shift into the mindset of the priestess, facilitating the increasing presence of spiritual light on earth. Same world, same circumstances, but different approach, interpretation, and response, which in turn leads to different experience and future for everyone. Sometimes we need darkness, the feistiness of Kali and the warrior spirit, yet other times the lightness of heart, the delighted mind, and the buoyant spirit will open the way for us. For life to happen, we need both night and day, winter and summer, and everything between. Lalita is a reminder to give due honor to the brightness of light, especially if we have been dealing with a lot of darkness. In a reading, Lalita Tripura Sundari is a sign of good things intended for you. The ending of a truly difficult time is near as a spiritual shift from dark night of the soul into something of a golden era in your life. It is a promise of release into beauty and grace. Do your work to orient yourself to shift the inner being to be ready for her. What would it be like to dispense with worry and dwell within the continual infusion of golden grace? This is the way. Be open to experiences of rest, pleasure, beauty, which can elevate the frequency and help you discover new solutions to old issues. Lalita helps the mind break free from poverty consciousness and belief in lack. So these could be occurrences from previous lifetimes as well. There could be spirits around you from previous lifetimes, or maybe there are people around you that are from previous lifetimes, and there's a new kind of way of handling them to break karmic cycles. Inner healing and transformation manifests in playful energies. We become able to find delight and joy once more. Tripura translates, I'm really getting this song. There's a song by Carrie Underwood that's called The Storm or something. It's like there's a huge hurricane or something. This could be a very windy, bad weather around you where whoever I'm talking to, and maybe there's a need to kind of cleanse and cleanse things away, right? So Tripura translates as 3 cities. So maybe you've been to 3 cities recently, and refers to triple goddess as Virgin Bala, the fertile woman Sundari, and as the crone by Ravi. In a reading, the oracle indicates a change so radical and profound it is irreversible. So you really could be coming into a mature, disciplined point, a Saturn point. A previous chapter of your life is truly closing and will not be reopened. This will be the reason for celebration, for the intervention of Lolita in our lives brings only light, joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest with her grace. You have every reason to feel hopeful. If you have been struggling with poverty or have lost a sense of joy and gratitude for your life path, Lolita is a portent of heart healing and restoration of grace, light, dignity in your heart. You shall awaken to your true inner beauty. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity. So maybe you're becoming more optimistic or positive as well. Open your heart and orient your mind towards a golden era. So this is about coming into your leadership. Gold is associated with Leo, the king, the lion, right? So I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. If you want to leave a tip, you can get a personal reading by messaging me on Telegram. Thank you. Take care.